Greetings everyone and welcome to the craziest engine that was made as an after-work project and had insane numbers of displacement and cylinders but not very impressive output of horsepower. E32 was such an amazing car that had V12 way before W140 was even planned in the shiny head of holiest man from Germany, Mr. Bruno Sacco. After just 1 year of successful debut of 5-liter V12 M70, some of the BMW engineers thought that their life would be much interesting if they were working on 16-cylinder engine. One of them was the head engineer of BMW, Mr. Carlsen, and he and other two of his colleagues, Mr. Adolf Fischer and Hans-Peter Weisbars, decided to work together on new V16 engine. Out of the three, Mr. Fischer was the locomotive of the team. Base of V16 was 5-liter V12 M70. And on December 24, 1987, prototype was ready for testing. The biggest car that could fit such a huge engine was E32. But this engine was clearly too big for this car. There was no space for radiators, for fan or any kind of cooling in front of the engine. And in the 80s, BMW didn't have such a famous reputation that they have today for overheating all the time. So cooling was very important and was a challenge. But it wasn't impossible. So at the back of the E32 V16, we had huge grills to give all the air to the very small radiators that located in the trunk, that also had separate fans for even more cooling, and trunk had a grill inside of it for better airflow. So all that kept this huge V16 engine cool. In 1988, V16 was fully ready for sale. Design of the engine was not very complicated. Engine block just got a little bit bigger. It has the same silicon aluminum body. Now size of the engine was not 5 liter but 6.7 liters, and 4 extra cylinders were added to the block. The power output of this huge enormous engine was 408 brake horsepower and 631 Nm of torque. And in my opinion, this is very pathetic output of this huge engine. Mercedes 6-liter V12 made 402 brake horsepower and 507 Nm of torque. And V16 making 6 brake horsepower more and 60 Nm more is not very exciting. I think the reason of such low power is lack of effort and tuning abilities and time and money from BMW to these 3 engineers that did this just for fun. Nevertheless, weight of the engine was only 60 kilograms more than the M70. The total weight was 310 kilograms. This engine was paired together with 6-speed manual gearbox because it was cheaper, more reliable and gave better experience for drivers. 0 to 100 was in 6 seconds and the top speed was 175 miles. And those numbers are also very slow. I do understand that it was the end of the 80s, but manual V16 engine and only 6 seconds to 100 kilometers is simply sad. And to be fair, I will repeat myself, BMW did not spend big amount of money or time on developing this engine. Unlike Mercedes, that spent $1 billion on their W140 with V16 and W16 engines, and Mercedes 16-cylinder engines in W140 made more than 500 brake horsepower, some even made 600 brake horsepower. If you want to watch the full video about the Mercedes W140 with V16 engines, link is below. Anyway, BMW had ready V16 engine with manual transmission in their huge beautiful 7 Series, but sales didn't start. There are a few reasons for that. First one is that it was very expensive to make and BMW didn't really believe that there were customers who pay so much money for such car. The second reason is the huge fuel consumption. And the third is that they did not see a logical point of creating such huge beast. This exact car is the prototype that located in Germany in BMW Museum. And it's just sitting there in Germany and some German YouTubers in gloves making full review of it. And it doesn't do anything, just stands there. It would be wonderful if someone could do a full test drive video about it and BMW Museum invited some YouTubers, maybe me or maybe somebody else, and I would make a great video about it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this wonderful engine. Please subscribe to my channel. Take care and bye bye.